CBS presents this program in color.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Oh my god. I'm not paying $110 for that case. Oh my god. So much money. Everything's so much money.
Yes, it is.
A guitar case is $110. Oh my god.
It's barely moved anything. Case for what?
Guitar.
Oh. Why is my stream not streaming?
God. Oh my god. Oh.
Let's go, Big G, Little O.
Fender custom shop limited rosewood Telecaster electric guitar. $5,600. No, you're funny.
There we go. Okay.
Yes, please. I think they'd ask more from something from 1965, don't you think?
You'd like to think so.
I mean, they're asking 1,700 plus tax for a vintage Gibson 1965 SG. 1965. I mean, don't you think you're like bummed out of like 8,000? But I'm not gonna complain. It's still a good price. I'm just not gonna buy it though because I'm poor.
Yeah. There's a lot of us in that boat. Alright, let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. Straighten this thing up a bit. Okay, how straight is this? So that's much better. I can actually get a wall around that son-bitch.
Vintage Boss 1980s effects pedal phaser. Oh my god, for $500. Well, if that's a freaking 1980s, it better have been played by Van Halen if it's freaking $500. God.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Hey, there he is. It's the
Yeah.
General himself. How's it going? Oops, what'd I do?
Good, and you?
Not
She's
too
at
shabby
Walmart.
at all.
Good.
Not too shabby at all. I had to do some adjusting because I got these things here, and then the goal is to at least give the impression that I've got stills going here. And
This is the factory. Sorry to interrupt. This is the factory you were working on last night.
right. So I realized that I didn't have room for any people to get back here because these storage containers were right up against the wall, so they had no room to get back here to actually get to like pull out from the supplies and stuff. And so I needed to give room to at least have the impression that people get back there, even though 9 times out of 10 nobody's really going to go back there, um, because I can't force the people to do that stuff. And um, give me a second here.
You know what you need? You need to make a slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
Yes. Have like a whole bunch of Brahmin in there, Yeah.
It would be easy to do that if like you could get a hold of like Brahmin rapidly, but
Yeah.
it's almost like rare to get a hold of a Brahmin. Like I wanted Brahmin in all my settlements, but
Oh, man, I had a
I'm
nice
lucky if I have it
slaughterhouse.
in like at least 2.
God, it was so nice. I mean, I had saw blades and flamethrowers and everything to kill him.
If I could get Brahmin to show up a lot more often, I would definitely try to do things in my survival build to have them show up, because then I could just kill them and use them for food.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I can't just get them to show up. I have to either buy them or what have you, and it doesn't make any. I know where I can buy them because the lady's always in the same spot, but it doesn't make any sense to go spend like 100 caps or whatever it is to buy a Brahmin just so I can kill it. It's like that's kind of stupid.
I get what you mean. I've been using Discord a lot actually to replace Skype because
Yeah,
Skype
Skype's pretty
gets
crap compared to
terrible.
this.
Right, right. Then I just learned about Discord not long ago, and I love this thing. I was like, I wish
I
I
learned
would known
about
about this a long
Discord
time ago.
when actually learned about it in November. That's when I was at the beach and I was really bored. So
And
actually,
it's a
no,
good
no.
replacement for TeamSpeak.
Oh God,
Yeah,
yes.
my Star Wars guild uses TeamSpeak, and it's funny because we just recently had uh, we're running out of time on it, and so all the admins for it, which I'm one of the admins for it, got an email saying, "Hey, it's out of time" or whatever. Um, and so I'm like, "Oh, we're almost out. I know what we can use for a replacement," and I was like, "Don't worry about it. I just paid more time." I'm like, "You bastards! I'd rather use Discord. It's so much easier."
It's way cleaner than TeamSpeak as well. Like I don't know. It's, every time I use TeamSpeak for a 7 Days to Die server.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever played that game.
I've seen it
Um,
played, but yeah, I haven't played it.
it's an okay game, but it's just it feels so like messy when I
Right.
play it or when I use it. It's weird.
Okay, let me get my power hooked up here. I need to make sure that stuff's working. Um, um,
Garrett, did you know that if you get um what was it? If you get 30 followers, I'll sing Tom Petty on stream for you.
oh, really? Just
Yeah,
30 followers tonight, or
just
just
30
30 followers
no
in
30
general?
followers anywhere, anytime.
Well, I've got
I'll sing you.
30 followers on YouTube.
No, no, no. I mean Twitch.
Oh, it's got to be on Twitch.
Yeah, it's got to
Oh,
be on Twitch,
Damn it!
and that's why I made it a little
I
bit
don't know.
harder.
I should
You get to pick
create
the
I
song
an
have
though.
account.
I have 16 followers, so I'm almost there.
I mean, you get to pick the song though.
Oh, and you're gonna do Tom Petty for me?
Yeah,
Winner, winner, chicken
totally.
dinner, buddy. How about I won't back down?
Ah, all right.
What'd you think I was gonna say, or hope I should say? All right,
I thought you were gonna say free falling, but
oh,
okay.
I was gonna say that too.
free balling.
No, free falling.
I do like me some free falling, but yeah.
I mean, I know he doesn't really have that much of a thick country accent, but I can add that accent. I can add that accent in there.
You are from the country, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I'm from a continent.
Really having fun with your lady friend when she gets back from Walmart, dude. Best of luck with that because we all need lady friends.
Hey, hey, lady friends, bro. I made out with one today. I'm accomplished.
You're accomplished.
I'm
That's
accomplished for now.
that's one way to say it. All right, so let's see. Let's get rid of these and now here's the question. Will we don't need that. So let me show you. I put I think last night the last thing you had seen was I'd moved the chemistry station out, and so I put it back today, and I also added this extra piping across the top, so we've got a couple sets of piping here. And so now I need to figure out what what would be best for um, what would be best for the still for each like still or whatever. Would just one of these water pumps suffice, or should I do the same type of a scenario where I use the water pump and the chemistry station at the same time?
I like what you did with the conduits, using them as pipes. I mentioned that last night, but
Right.
it's really cool because I never even put that. Like, I always got way too frustrated to do that, and
Right.
I've always wanted like pipes going around my settlement and all that.
Yeah.
But I just decided it's not worth it.
Okay. Man, I got 5 people watching, but under the viewers, it doesn't show. It shows like me, Nightbot, and Reese. So, yeah,
Should
Yeah,
probably
I'm right here.
I
Ah.
I think I see. I do like the idea of, like you said, having the like do the chemistry station again, and then put the piping over with that conduit. But I may arrange it slightly
Oh, by the
differently
way,
though.
Gary, I started following you on Twitch, so it'll give that extra boost.
Oh, sweet.
Good.
Puppies are going crazy. Go get them, puppies.
Yeah, I have very annoying cats. I'm sorry about that.
That was your cats?
No, I'm
Holy.
kidding. That's my dog.
Oh, I was gonna. It's like, wow, dude, that's the craziest cats I've ever heard.
They're just these really small white dogs,
Oh
so
yeah.
they're super annoying.
I've got.
Man, we can't have cats where I live
We've
because
got.
all the cats that we had got ran over. All right, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to hear about your cats getting ran over.
What the?
What did I do with my pillar? Oh, it's down here.
The bad thing about it is I had to bury them.
Well, when they die, that's kind of what happens.
I mean, I had to bury a cat, like a little kitten. I got ran over, his teeth all smashed in, his face all smashed and everything. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God I didn't get attached to it.
Nothing worse than getting attached to an animal and then having no longer decide to be around. Obviously, it wasn't due to their own desires. Okay. So, come on. There we go. See here, I can put it in and hide the concrete over here. So this works out really well. Gary likes that.
I didn't even know you could use the pillar glitch on foundations, honestly.
The only ones you can. I'm using the barn floors, the barn, and I'm guessing the warehouse ones. The foundation you can as well because they look the same anyway. So these are the
Yeah.
only ones that you can. I had I don't if you remember last night I had just the wooden ones out here, And I'm like, I need to get them swapped out because I knew I was gonna be doing this, so I was like, I better swap those things out so that way I can get this done. Okay, so
Generally, I try to stay away from the normal wooden ones because they kind of look crappy. In all due honesty, unless I'm trying to build like a crappy shack.
right. So I like to use. I mean, I don't like the idea of having. See how do we do this? I don't like the idea of having. I don't like the idea of having the freaking rug sticking out. I'll tell you that. I don't like the idea of having too much concrete because I feel um, like
Oh man, I can't have
it'd
too
be
much
really
fun.
difficult to have a lot of concrete. The concrete would have gone bad over time. The lime and or the lye and all
Yeah,
that.
Unless you're
So
building Alcatraz or something.
right, and I mean I'm sure that somebody could come up with some concrete that would work, but I want to make sure that um, the amount of concrete I use is at a minimum. This one I had to use it because I can justify it, and in other builds I could justify it as well, saying, well, that foundation was already there. They rebuilt on what was left of the
yeah,
foundation. So in those regards, I could definitely try to justify it in that way. Um, so other times, if I don't try to do that, then I use the pillars ones just because they look more like they just built them, type of thing. It was like they took what they could and they built this, and this is a brand new building type of thing. So
yeah, I get what you mean.
right,
I mean, even I have that same sort of mindset, and because in my, which you'll probably see it, hopefully if it comes out on Monday,
yeah,
but I even
I'm
have the
excited.
stories.
I'm
Yeah, I
ex-
know. I'm excited too. It's because I finally got OBS working.
Did you? Good,
So
good.
yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah,
And it works great. Like
Oh
I
man,
like
I
it a
like
lot better
it.
than XSplit.
I love it.
yeah. That's, yeah, I did not. I tried XSplit right out the gate, and I had little to no luck. And it would work, but it worked very badly and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, this shit ain't working. And somebody else was like, well, try
It didn't take
OBS.
me long.
And so I did. I switched to
It didn't
OBS,
take me
and
long
it
to
works
get
so much well.
OBS.
Right, OBS. Like I watched a couple YouTube videos on how to get it set up and all that kind of stuff, and it was
Yeah.
just
I
like,
kind of
oh, this is great. I just went in there and started setting, and I've fine tuned it since then for um, you know, what I use for recording mostly. I fine tuned the settings and tried to get it as best I could and all that kind of stuff. And once I got it able to stream, I didn't touch it. I'm like, fuck it, let it go. It's working on the stream. I don't care. But yeah, if I use it for recording, which I need somebody to tell me because I did those survival tips videos. The first one I did in OBS, so it'd have my normal settings, but the next one I did in NVIDIA GeForce, GeForce Experience. So I need to know, I need to have an idea of if that's like if the quality's any better, any worse, whatever. Because the GeForce Experience is actually pretty easy to use as well, and there's hardly any settings, so you can't really screw it up. So I'm just kind of curious which one's better. Always trying to get the best quality I can. Okay, I got a question for you guys.
Shoot.
Okay, so I don't know if you caught how this is gonna work, right? So this sorter is gonna give us razor grain, and so razor grain is gonna come in here. The razor grain will be making beer. Okay,
Ooh.
so should we, instead of just using this for a storage, should I use this as if the razor grain is getting processed, and then I can see if I can put a pipe from the storage container over to this pump, as if it's getting pumped out over to it. So it goes into this pump, does some more processing, and then comes over to, say, this still or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good question. Honestly, I would say to put a pipe and maybe not. I mean, because I'm here thinking like the pipe I wish would be bigger.
Right, bigger round, so it looks like it would actually be able to pump it out.
Yeah, so it
Yeah,
doesn't look like it's like that little thing, that little string you have there.
right. Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm bothered by as well. Have you watched Phoenix? Her stuff? Have you watched any of her stuff?
Yeah, I have a lot
She
actually.
decorates like top notch, and
Oh my god.
she's one of our
I want
friends.
to make some
There'll
of that.
be if she hadn't been up until like midnight last night, which was what she told me earlier today, she'd probably be in here because I told her I was going to probably be streaming tonight. Um, but yeah, you'll run into her if you are able to come in more often or whatever. You'll run into her in here. She comes in and we just chat, and sometimes she'll stream just to kind of show us what she's up to and stuff. But
Love dickery.
yeah, I don't decorate near as much as she does, but I like to decorate enough to just kind of give some of um, the hints of things, you know. Because one,
Yeah.
I don't really think that your I don't need an umbrella. I need the umbrella stand. I don't think that like any of your stores would have like a stupid amount of supplies to them. So I don't. I mean, I appreciate what she does, but I don't think that it's overly realistic.
I
But
mean,
I
it's
I
really cool.
love her stuff though. Yeah, definitely don't get me wrong there.
Yeah, her stuff is just even like sometimes I'll be like watching her video and I'll notice like small things around that she doesn't even mention, and I'm just like, she put time into that. Like, holy crap,
Right.
man!
She used to, and she doesn't do it quite as much as she used to, but you can see it on some of her older builds. She would, um, anytime she had any kind of a mannequin or anything. Can I not glitch this up? Anytime she'd have like a mannequin or anything, she would always put like an exclamation point on their crotch. And so I used to tease her. I used to tease her. You can't glitch this. This is bullshit. What kind of crap is that? Yeah, I used to tease her about it all the time. Oh, boo. Um, wait, let's. I'm not gonna be able to glitch this. I don't think. Yeah, I can't. It only has one position unless I place it manually. What the?
I don't know if you can place it manually
I don't.
and it'll.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to glitch it in manually. I think are those rocks? Probably. I think gravity is going to be the worst enemy. Well, I like this as an idea.
Dang it! Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's what I'm saying right now too. I like this as an idea. Oh, and it just like popped out. There's like, no, screw you, hippie.
It's not that bad. Well, I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but the trees are actually quite lovely.